Don here, back again. Well, excuse me. Always fighting with the allergies. Okay, I'm going to go back to work on the Net Pro Max again. I feel like I'm beginning to make some headway on getting my DNS name server up, working and online. And I got some notes to self here. Yeah, I got things I thought of. I need to run the commands to check my settings. There's commands in that website I follow. There's commands in there to make sure things are okay. I want to run those. Let's see if I can read my writing. Okay, and then I had already downloaded the GoDaddy zone file for my bishopco.biz, the way it sets with the settings with them as the NS1 name server. NS1. Well, NS stands for name server, so not NS1, but anyway, for their name server setting. Well, this is the whole thing, the whole zone file, and the way I wrote this out is making it hard for me to. And that'll help me see what I need to put in my zone file. And I already looked it over, and I kind of got a couple ideas. I may have to change a couple of things. And on the other side, it completely escaped me this whole time. I think I'm sure I need to forward port 53 to the Net Pro Max in my D-Link router. How's it going to work? It's not going to work right. I mean, I did it. I checked it and rechecked it in the operating system. There's a firewall in the router's firewall is what I'm talking about. Basically, forwarding the ports automatically opens up the firewall ports. That's basically what you're doing when you forward ports in the router, is opening up the firewall. And you're doing two things. You're routing to that machine, but you're also opening up the firewall so that it'll work. Well, some routers you have to do both separately. So, in this one though, the firewall is it doesn't have all those separate settings. It's just like on or off for all the different types. I'll go into it if I can remember, but I need to make sure that's working. I can always run that application I ran yesterday. I want to say ZoneMinder, but that's not it. What is it? Let's get on the desktop. I can run it and see what ports are open. Actually, I did run it, and I did a report. Let's see. Yeah, my video's working. So let's go to my documents and see what ports are open right now. ZenMap. That's the name of it, ZenMap. But that's, I see. I made last time I did folders, but yeah, okay. This time I went ahead and put it inside of my website. I think I did. I didn't put it in my website folder. Oh, I'm not in the right folder. Now, I don't see it though. Oh, I don't. Okay, that's for Don songs, and that's a different IP. Where did I save it? Well, I guess it'd be easier to run it again. I don't know what I did. Maybe I accidentally saved it straight to my backup drive or something odd like that. I do that sometimes by accident. No need just messing around looking for it. I'll leave that up so I can see that my backup video is working. So right now I'm going to leave this open. As long as the system's running okay. Let's see, what have I got going here? Firefox is kind of working the system. What have I got? Well, all I have is this one page open, my preview, which I forgot to check. Okay, so that's good. I'll check it on the laptop too. Yeah, it's on the laptop, but I went ahead and I just been going there lately because let's see. Yeah, let's get logged in on. always forget what this thing is called. I was writing stuff down a minute ago and couldn't remember the name of it. But this remote admin, I'll see it when I get in there, I guess. I don't see it right there. Cockpit, that's what it's called. You'd think you'd remember it, but, I just don't think of anything to do with web servers as to have cockpit. That's, where you set to drive the plane, to fly the plane, to drive it, to fly it. That just didn't mesh in my mind. I think of those kind of things as physical, real, separate things. I don't really... virtual things to me are virtual things because I grew up in the real world and worked in the real world all my life until 98. I started working in about 1973. Let's say that. I'm somewhere right in there. So having jobs, So let me log in here. So there was no such thing as a virtual anything back then. Well, I mean, we used things that were virtual, but anyway, the concept was there, but we didn't have computers. We knew there was computers, and some big company or government had computers. At least that's the way it was for me. I know there were other people that got home computers and stuff all the way, very early on in the early 70s. Anyway, now I've been for the last 20 years. I love them. I've been working on them every day. But anyway, going off on circles here. So get in the terminal. So when I get ready to run my commands, ZenMap. Let's see. I don't think maybe I will run it right quick. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's the quickest way to see. Oh yeah, you have to run it as a root user, or else it won't work. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, so ZenMap. I have now. I'm going to do the let's do bishopco.biz. That way we will know. We'll go through the internet. And I started to type in the local IP address, but I want to go through the internet. Might have already. I thought I hit enter and got it going, but I guess I didn't. I think you can hit enter on this one. Well, I think you have to be over there on that side. You can't do it from. I'll just hit enter with it over there. So, it says. Well, it says scanning, says the IP, seeing my external IP, the world IP, 4 ports, and then okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, it always goes to the bottom. Okay. Okay. Discovered open port. No, you can't highlight it. There you can. 53. So it's already open then. So we can get to it. So I guess my router is, I don't know. But I still need open port 53 and then 80, and yeah, I don't have the SSL port open right now, so it's not showing up. Okay, but 50 for some reason I'll have to look at my router and see, but I don't remember opening it up. And I don't, maybe I went and put a forward to it already and I just forgot. Maybe I did. I do remember one thing. Okay, it says TCP. I was reading on one of the videos, actually, not reading, but watching the video, and it said you need to have TCP and UDP both open port type of, communications. And so it is only TCP, so that's normal, web traffic. So yeah, I guess I'll check that. And yeah, okay, there it is again, a little more about it. See, TCP open tells you the type of service, TCP wrapped, port 80, HTTP, Apache web server, the bang, see, because it's, okay, so it's going to the, but that means it's going through the D-Link, over the wireless, to the garage, to the Linksys, to the domain, Gateway 500 out there. Yeah, because I'm not forwarding to the right now. Yeah, that's the other thing. I need to forward to the NetPro Max to be able to talk to that DNS server online. So, and that's actually pretty helpful. Now, these right here, I don't know what the point of that right there is. They say they're filtered. That's printing ports. I think maybe they're running on. I think I might have installed web printing support on that domain system, but they say filtered. Let's see. Oh, 996 closed ports. I'm not sure if they're open or not. They don't say open. I think somewhere else. Yeah, there you go. Okay, there's a rundown of what is open. Oh, there we go. There you go. I knew there was something in there. Those are open. These are filtered. I thought filtered meant some. At least I thought it might reject sane port. Oh, that's for scanning. Okay, and then that's for printer sharing. So I think maybe that means they're only on the local network. I used to know what that meant. No, I've forgotten. That doesn't mean anything. I could have known it an hour ago. Forgot it. Anyway, and here's another host details. And there's our, say it. The host, it's going through Spectrum to get to us here. And not much in there of too much interest right now anyway. So I'm going to save this because I thought I already saved a report and I don't have it. So save a scan. And oh, it's a .xml. Going to be, put it in. This time I'm going to put it in Don's websites like I was trying to do in the first place. This time let's see. ZoneNet scan. ZenMap. ZoneNet is one of my router brands. The other thing I need to do, I'm going to copy this so I don't lose it. I want to make I think if I don't make a folder, I'm going to end up with, I think there's other supporting files that goes with that. So, let's see, do it that way. Try it like that. Yeah, let's do it like that because this is a folder. Sometimes I don't put dots in names because it can cause trouble. Yeah, there it is. It's only going to be an XML file. Oh, maybe there's another one of those kind of apps that puts in a whole bunch more files. Anyway, you have to open it in ZenMap, by the way. So I'm going to close ZenMap now. I think it's done. Was it still growing? Doesn't look like. Yeah, I think it's done. Got to wait until they're done, or you'll break what you're trying to do there. Okay, so let's do, before we do any more editing or testing, yeah, let's run those commands first. Okay, so, well, before I even do that, I'm going to go ahead and let's go to the site. Of course, it's up going to the other machine. Okay, let's go to the router. I guess it's inevitable, so I guess I have to do it. I don't want to knock my websites. You know, they keep being up and down, up and down. There's something going on with my forwarding service. I think I'm finally beginning to realize that. Like yesterday, it was set to the wrong IP, and seems like it's been a long time since I saw it do something like that. But I think it did a long time ago. And well, I need to go. For one thing, I can just to be safe, I can go in there and change the password and stuff. Make sure somebody didn't figure it out. You know, just messing with it. But that IP didn't go anywhere, so it doesn't make sense. You know, I tried it and it didn't go anywhere. I shouldn't have just I copied it and pasted in the browser and tried to go there, and it didn't go there. So it usually when that happens, and without thinking, that could be dangerous. But usually when that happens, it's some sort of something along the routing chain, you know. Something, it could be in a DNS server or something. Oh yeah, I know what that is. I won't bother with that right now. It could be a DNS server or something like that. But why it changed itself? It could also be that I actually have on that gateway. I could have a you know what? It might have the either a program on it or a cron job from back in. I've had it set up for a long time. It could be a cron job or a program that I put on it to automatically update it when I used to use DNS. That might be it. But why would it work with? It could. It's possible. Maybe. No, I don't think so. Well, if it doesn't specifically talk, as far as I know, they're set up to specifically talk to the IP address of your forwarding service. So I don't know, but anyway, let's go to, let's see, on network. This is all how I want it. Yeah, I took my domain name out, which, like I said, usually you can have them blank, or you can put something in there. Sometimes, and a lot of times you put one in there and it doesn't even affect how your website reacts. It doesn't because it's just the name you give the domain name you're giving the router. And so I just took it out, and then I disabled it has its own little DNS relay server that was on, and I turned that off so they won't be interfering. So now let's go look at the port forwarding. Let's see if I have port 53 on. I didn't think I did. But I wanted to, I may not need to turn it on, but it seems like I would. So I'm going to do it. Okay, you've got virtual server and port forwarding. So let's do port forwarding. I don't know that yeah, this is a DNS server. Okay. Yeah. I may need to, I can't remember. I think I need to put a dash in there, and I would put name server, but I'll know what that means. So DNS server. $153. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. You can do them both right there. 53. Because I want to make sure it's going to work. Okay. There we go. Now, let's go ahead and open that up because I'm going to be testing it. Oh no, that may have rebooted the router. Well, no, I guess it didn't. Yeah, if I lose my stream, that's because I did something that caused the router to reboot. But I can see that it's okay. See, some things don't cause that to happen, and some things do. I did that the other day, and okay, I'll have to do. Oh, I can hit both. External port 53. I don't know if this is necessary, and I don't even know for sure if it could cause trouble, but I'm going to do it anyway because to me it makes sense. My DNS server, web server, and oh yeah, I need to edit this one. I'll just go ahead and do it because I thought about just trying. Okay, just going ahead and trying to go only through HTTPS and then leave the gateway online, but I might also confuse the heck out of myself. So the main thing is I want to get it to work. Okay. I'm going to have to go back. I forgot to do that other one, so. Yep, this one here. I don't want the UDP port open on the regular, port 80 because I don't have any services that use that. So let's see. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now we should be good there. IP is still the same. We're going to pay attention that it's not changed. So that's 47, 24, 15, 80, 182. Of course, I know that's going to go there. Okay, that works. Now then, I didn't do it before, but let's do it now. We will confirm whether or not we're on the. There's my little trick to get. See, I know I'm going to the NetPro Max because that NetPro Max JPEG file is only on the NetPro Max, and it's not on the gateway. Okay, so. See what happens. Okay, you still can't get to it on the local. So that didn't change anything there. I still thought that should work, so I still may have problems in my configuration file. Let's just try bishopco.biz. That works. Shows a whole different address now. Well, but it's going through GoDaddy, so And I've been seeing the 53 port is open all along. Oh, there's my address. So I don't know what. There's my external IP right there. Well, what's that? It must be as it goes through GoDaddy is the only thing I can figure. I imagine it'll just not go anywhere. Because it's still set up. Yeah, it's not going anywhere, but I'll let it try. It's still set up with this IP in the GoDaddy server, but when that changes, see, if I do that to all my domain names, when it changes, I'll have to go in there and do all 5 of them, 4 or 5 of them, I think it is. So, see what? I don't think I have just a few. I don't know. I guess it doesn't keep a whole. This terminal here doesn't keep a whole lot. Once I reboot, I guess it doesn't. Yeah, that's what it is. I rebooted. So. Well, there was some still in there, even though I'd rebooted. It doesn't keep as many. Okay, now let's go to my site. That yeah, it's not. It must be. Must be the GoDaddy name server IP then. So it goes through the GoDaddy name server, and then see right now, that's how it's getting to me. It's not going. My name server is not. I didn't think it was going to be working yet. Okay. Now, let's see. And here's, I think, going to be the one. No, that's not the one. Oh, that's that one that says. Oh, there it is. I followed. Maybe that'll help me see it. I don't know. Okay, so the installation, the firewall, we know that's open because it shows up on the internet, and we can get to that. So see the port 53 and all that stuff. Well, I guess that's GoDaddy's port 53 though, isn't it? It's not mine. But anyway, I've done that. Firewall CMD add service DNS. Okay, I did that a couple of times. Make an etc named. I've got that, and hopefully that's set up right. Allow query from. Oh, okay. This right here might be why I can't get to it locally, because whatever my file has in there, I think I copied. I might need to add another one, like 192.168.0.1. What is that file? It doesn't tell you what file it is. And then listen on port 53, allow query. Oh, 192.168.0.127. Oh, and then etc named config. Let's try this again, because I might have fouled that up because I didn't really have a clue what I was doing at that time. What it is, though, the other day I got in there. See, now you got to run that next command. It's not like just editing a file. Okay, so I can't. Well, I could change that if I knew what I was doing. Let's just do it as they have it written right now and see what it does. It just does that. I'm afraid I'm going to mess up a file. I have already. I don't know what this said command is. It may be, I don't know why they would jump back and forth between editing with Vim or Nano or whatever between something else. Listen on port. I think that is in the name config file. I'm going to get out of that. I think I've already messed up. Let's go see if I messed up my name config file. Just reset. Let's see. Let's go with Midnight Commander. That's pretty good. I like that. Then I can go through the directories, find exactly what file. See, etc name config. The only thing that isn't is a long directory, but a lot of files, folders. Name config. Let's see. F4 is edit. That's what we got in here. What started out at the bottom. Named config. 453 any. Okay. Any host. Any client. IPv6 none. Var named. Dump file. Oh, directory var named. And then that's on the server. Statistics. Allow query 192.168.0.1. Wish I could put any in there. But I think I just decided to put 192.168.0.1. Now see, that would have been 127, I think. I think that would have changed that right there to 127 if I'd have done the next command. This could be wrong. It could be that I don't know if you can put any in there though. So, and I think that was where I tried putting the slash like 200, thinking it would say all from 1 to 200, and it didn't work. I got errors. Oh, and this is the one that gives all the notes. And I went ahead and said recursion no. Now I have that changed to recursion no. It was recursion yes, because I'm trying to do an authoritative DNS server, not recursive caching DNS server. Okay, and then DNS sec enable, DNS validation, keys. Okay, and zone internet name CA. I think that's all right. I keep wondering if that should say that my bishopco.biz. No, that's a different file I went and looked at. That's the standard one with all the real, like internet authoritative DNS servers. I remember that now. That file is something to do with the setup that I don't think you edit. Yeah, here it is. My zone file is bishopco.biz .zone. Okay, and that's the end of it. So I don't. That thing there that I was looking at, I think. Let's see. Is going to edit. I think. Let's see what. See when I look that up, because I could be completely wrong. Oh, there we go. Said a stream editor. Introduction. Running said. Alright. I'm going to put this. I think it is. We'll find out. I think it's a. Overview. Said. To replace all occurrences of hello world in the input file text. If you do not wish to specify. Introduction. And here's what we need. Is a stream editor. Oh, it's more than just a text file editor. Text transformations on an input stream, a file, or an input from a pipeline, while in some ways similar to an editor which permits scripted edits such as ed. Said works by primarily only one pass over the inputs and is consequently more efficient, but it is SID's ability to filter text in the pipeline, which particularly distinguishes it from other editors. Could you be more technical? That's what it's for people that know more than I do. Okay, so for example, to replace all occurrences of a hello world in the file text. So if you do not specify an input file, sales filters that contains contents of the standard input, the following comments are equivalent. What I'm trying to understand is this what I think it is? Does it look through? Okay, we did said and forward slash, and then it asks for commands. So does that mean that we are editing every occurrence in every file on the system? Surely not. That would be dangerous. And anyway, if it don't work, I'm going to skip that part for right now because because it said it was working when I ran those checking commands. I think the first time I did this exactly the way it was written out. And so I'm not going to do it again because I think that it may be, see, it says said forward slash, or that's backslash, not forward slash. Okay. Okay. So I don't know. I mean, what file were we editing? Still, until we get down here, unless, I don't know. But I did do that when I first built the thing, and it, now then, create a zone file of a private network, append an A record for the host name. Now, see, I probably didn't catch on to everything that I was doing there. Var named highroom.zone. Okay, so that's my bishopco.biz zone. See, they used highroom.com, so I used bishopco.biz. That's why I did that. .zone. So that should be okay. Let's go look at it again. Oh, I didn't get out of that file. I don't want to edit that. Where is it? Var named, and mine will be bishopco.biz. Okay. I'm going to go to the other side so I can have, I won't have to flip through so many directories. Named. Those are not in alphabetical order. So, yeah, I'd set this one in alphabetical order, and this one I guess I didn't. Well, that's all right. I'm where I need to be right now. All right, var name, bishopco.biz. Okay, so it has an SOA ns1 bishopco.biz, root ns1 bishopco.biz, INNS server, INA 192.168.153. Now, let's go look at the GoDaddy one. Okay. Now, this is all their, their comments are telling you, I won't go through all those, get me sidetracked. But mine starts out pretty much the same, SOA record, and it says domaincontrol.com, and then another one they have on there. So you can put more than one, just put a space, but there's a dot after that address, both times. See, now this is for my bishopco.biz, but it's going to be different because it's going to their domain servers, their DNS servers. So, but there's a dot after it, and that's one of those things that, well, like I said, some of them said you had to do that, and some of them said, no, you don't have to do that, but let's do it. There's no reason not to do it. Now I know exactly where it goes, what file it goes in. Couldn't tell if I had a space in there or not. Okay, so SOA ns1 bishopco.biz, root ns1, no, what? It seems like something's missing. IN. SOA record, bishopco.biz. 3600. It's still a little, oh, there's another way you can do it in one of those examples. So yeah, I'm not going to try to copy this exactly, I don't think. Because that A, I think it means, I think this is okay the way it is. And down here, yeah, it says IN at the top too. Okay, so that's for internet. I know I need to make sure that's okay now. Now what I'm wondering is that good, or do I need to put bishopco.biz down there? Okay. Oh, there's a IP address. Oh, that's my public IP address. Okay. And then there's all stuff like for name, email servers and everything else under the sun. And then here's one. See, that's got the ampersand at the beginning. Now the Internet Max, secure server. Oh, that's still mail stuff. Then those are blank. SRV, AAA. That'd be IPv6. I know that much. Now this one, NS Records. NS domaincontrol.com. Now I don't see that being any different than what's at the top though, or what's in mine period. Yeah, I was thinking, do I need to add this? See, they have NS11 and NS12, so I was thinking, do I need to do that at the bottom of mine, but have it be bishopco.biz? But that's just redundant of the same thing, and it would probably, I'm thinking that would probably just break what I got, because it is done in a slightly different format. Well, okay, this is that at the bottom. Wait, A, all it has is time to live put in there in that spot, which is different. AINS and the address. Where's the A? Okay, well, it's in a different order, but it's there. So I'm not going to change all that up, and I'm going to leave it like that. But later, if I have problems, I'll go back and put bishopco.biz. I'll put ns1 bishopco.biz. Okay. Now I got to make sure and save it. F2 for save. Okay. There we go. And now I can get out of it. Okay. Always scared if I leave it on a file, it'll delete that file if I accidentally hit delete. Well, in a regular file manager, you know, you can just hit delete on the keyboard and delete stuff. I'm still going to leave that open in case I need to refer to it. And get a drink here. And then when I run my, I was actually just going to run the checking commands first, but as I went through this file, I see things that I think, well, I actually got off track of my plan, but that's all right. I see things that, like, I'm pretty darn sure needs changing, so I'm changing them. Now, restart named. Let's go ahead and do that because I edited those files. I could restart the machine, but since I'm right here where these files are, I'll do that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I can just, I'm not going to restart the machine. I'm just going to restart name so I can leave Midnight Commander running. Okay, so name is restarted. Now, now we're gonna check we're checking etc name config. It seems to be good. No errors or anything. Okay. Now, check the zone file. Let's see. Now this one, I actually made up the I redid it and saved a text file of it so that I could copy and paste. So let's see. Let's go by extension so that I can see them all. Let's see. And let's look up. GoDaddy zone file. And let's look up. I wonder if I accidentally put that in my. Don't see it. So oh, that might be it. Whoops. Oh, that is a search. Nothing about zone in there. Okay. Let's just work our way down through them. That's just hostname CTL. That is the GoDaddy. I don't know why this time it, I guess because it's a different. Oh, that is the GoDaddy file that I've been looking at. I must have opened it up in a different. Uh-oh, I'm messing it up. I wasn't searching. That's the one I've already looked into. What am I opening up? Pluma. It's changed what it's opening up with. It should be opening up with K-Rod. I knew there was something different. I'm wondering if I don't think it's in there. It's not in that folder, so I don't know where I'd put it. Oh, maybe it's not a text file. Maybe I saved it as something else by accident or whatever. Okay, I just must have lost it. Well, unless I did it, like I was saying, maybe I did it by accident, saving it to. Don't think I have a NetPromax folder or anything like that. Well, let's see. Let's just quit looking for it. I think I can. I'm avoiding typing it again because sometimes it can really be a pain for me to get it. I keep getting it wrong, but spend more time trying to make it easier than you would if you just did it. So, okay, so I did check name config. Okay, and that came out good. So now we want to check the zone file, and would be a good idea if I. What's this one for? Oh, that's that. Okay. I'm gonna open one up. Let's make a new one. Sure, it's small. Let's just make a new one. Okay, let's get over here. See what I'm doing. This is the one I like right here, K-Ride. So we'll just open it up in this same window as this. All right. A little better. Okay, now. There's a dot at the end of that too. I don't think the other one had a dot, did it? Let's look over here. The first one didn't, the second one did. Okay. Let's save it now. Okay, now we can copy it. And then next time I want to use it, I'll have it. Hopefully. Okay. Name checkzone bishopco.biz var lib name bishopco.biz. File not found. Oh, I know what it is. I remember I figured it out the last time. It's not in. Let's go to the. I'll show you. Now this could be Oh yeah, I remember the last time. Okay, but okay, now either var named, var, I don't think that, yeah, there's var lib. I'm gonna have to reorganize this. Var lib, F9, sort order. I think that's what I want. Yeah, name, case sensitive. I think that's one thing that causes it to give me trouble. Yeah, case sensitive. That's what throws it off. Okay, var lib. Doesn't matter to me if it's upper or lower case. I want it to be in alphabetical order. Okay, now var lib. What were we looking for? Yeah, see the address of it is var lib named, but var lib, and then the var lib named, and then my zone file. Var lib named. Yeah, there is no directory var lib named. Okay, so my system doesn't have that. So, and I did, and I think it's what I finally decided. So let's see, var named, I believe is what I want. Var lib named is what's in the instructions, but I believe it's going to be var named zone file, I think, or just var lib zone file. Now I can't remember. There it is, var named zone file. Okay, yeah. There is no var lib name directory. Okay, so I think there's a mistake in the instructions here. That's what I think. Okay, so I need to change the syntax to get rid of lib. That's what I did before. We'll hope that that's right. Yeah, besides how complicated this is to do, you got when you got something like that, it really can throw. I mean, well, what if I figured that out wrong? You know, but that's a. I'm looking at it again. So var lib. Let's just run the command, and I think well, of course, it'll come up right now. It should. Okay. It's okay. It shows to be okay. So it didn't show that it had any errors, and like sometimes it was telling me before. It actually helped me work through the errors. This helped me work through the errors in my files before because they were so off that they wouldn't. Well, that's what that's for. It's for checking. This is for checking your zone file. It validates your zone file. So I think it's checking the syntax. I don't think it's just checking whether or not it's there. You know. So let's go look again. So var named is there, but var lib named is not even there. That's not even a. If I go to var lib and then try to go to name, MN, see there's two, network manager and NFS. That's it. That's all it's there. So var named and my zone file. Okay, so I believe that's right. So, so that's good. Now then, a client execution result. The client has the following etc resolve, and that's their IP address. So and so cat resolves. I think you can run this. Oops. Get the whole thing, and it'll give you the results. I was thinking that cat was a way to edit stuff, though. Ping and then ping the command to server. Okay. And I might do that ping again. Oh, yeah, that's that. Ping C1. I think I have that all set up for my self to use. I think I'll get out of the program this time. It always wants to be contrary about right-clicking and pasting for me. Okay. bishopco.biz, local domain, name server 7110.216.1, 7110. Now, I think that's going to be on GoDaddy. Swamp, because I still haven't changed that yet. Okay, so I'm just checking through my files now. Then let's do NS look. Oh, let's try NS lookup again. Okay, that's all coming up just like it did before. Now let's try that other command. I don't think I'm going to need that again right now. And I think I'll close this for now because too many things open gets confusing. Now, there's one of them with that command. I did US.2 in there, looks like, every time. bishopco.com. Okay, bishopco.us.2. Oh, I did them all. So somewhere in there it should be. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, GoDaddy servers. Okay, good way to get us started. I think I'll leave that open because I need to go back to it again. Now, I'll have to log into GoDaddy, and I'm going to go to the blurry camera view first to make sure. So make sure I don't show something I don't want to by accident. I'm good at doing that. Okay, let's see. Let me look it over. Maybe I'll be able to. Last time I kind of decided I could. Yeah, okay. I could show everything on this DNS page. Yeah, I can because it's not specific to me necessarily. I mean, there's a couple. The ones that are, they're basically public anyway. So get a drink again. Okay, now what I'm always talking about, and I pretty well tried to make sure I didn't show before, but this is right here. We got my public IP address. That's what I put in there, and that's why bishopco.biz is working right now. And the rest of this is all not, it's pertaining to email and stuff. So when you get, and there's my NS servers, the name servers right there, the GoDaddy ones. Now, right here, you can change your name servers. And they're trying to sell you some more services right there. And forwarding is turned off. That's what I've been doing for years, is using the forwarding to go to my server where it's at. It's the simplest way to do it, except for when it quits working. And like I said, something's been going on. It may be that that forwarding service is so busy that they're not able to keep up now or something. But I'm not sure what it is. But, well, like I said, the other day, my IP address had changed. But, okay, so what I want to do now is change I need to change it according to my zone file. And I may need, trying to figure out where I want to move this. Why can't I get the right thing so I can move it? Now, my zone file, I don't guess I have a copy. I didn't think to like copy those over to here and keep backups of them. Be a good idea. I could have done that every time. Well, it'd been a pain. But well, when I do that, sometimes I get myself confused with too many copies, and I don't know what's a good one, what's the bad one. So sometimes too many backups is not good either. Go to Binet Commander again. And, oh, there it is right there. It opened back up to that directory. So, oh, you can't, yeah, you can. You can copy and paste. So, I think this is what I need. One thing I don't know is, do I need the dot on the end? I kind of think I don't. But NS1 bishopco.biz, that's how I made my, my zone file. So I need to go to GoDaddy. And I'm going to just, this is my goal. Let's see if it works. Now, then they say, you want to use the default? No, I'm going to use custom. And then they say, well, here's some templates if you want to use, if you're using those things. I think that I don't want to put a dot on the end. Because that's just for that file, that editing of that file. So, add a name server. Oh. You can't just enter your name server. Okay. Well, why can't I hit save yet? Is it because I need the dot? No. Name server. Okay. Well, I'm going to hit add a name server. No, that's what I thought. Maybe you have to have two of them in there. Well, you think I don't want the root, do I? NS1 root.ns1. I don't think so. I don't want to just guess and begosh, so I don't so much mind. Well, let's not. You know, I won't know which one's working and which one isn't. I'm going to do it that way. I don't have a backup. I can't put two in there in actuality. Duplicate name servers. Okay, so we can't do that. I'll try with the dot on the end. Duplicate name servers. The only other thing I could do is use theirs, but then I guess it'll go to a park page if I do that, unless I want to do this. I don't think that would work. Let's see what happens. A lot of times these forums, especially a big company like this or a good company, see, it'll tell you when you're doing it wrong. So let's hit cancel. Yeah, hit cancel. Oh, I know what I could do. Go to free DNS, because it's not going to do me any good to it's not going to do me any good to put another, you know, the other GoDaddy. I could copy and paste it out of their form and use like one of the GoDaddy name servers, but that's just going to go, it's going to say parked. Web forward. I wonder if there's something in the web forward. I need to know what their name servers is. If I was going to use this as a name forward, add a forward, chickenkiller.com. So that, I believe I messed around with that forever. Let's see. Backup DNS. How to use the backup DNS. Manage. Let's see. This might be it. Okay. Secondary hosting lets you secondary name server as a slave. Name server to your primary. This is what I want, I think, for your domain. If you already have a domain hosted somewhere, which I do, well, I'm trying to set up mine for backup DNS, and this is search for you. If you already have a domain in a Fedora in the Frames area, then your domain is already using this feature. Okay. To use this, you must enter your domain and your primary name server's host name in order for this to work. Your domain must allow transfers from this and be delegated to ns2.afraid.org, your parent DNS servers. Okay. I think I just need that ns2.afraid.org. You will not be able to edit hosts. Be sure to list in ns2afraid.org it in the primary name server's SOA records, alerting ns2afraid to immediately download your latest changes. So let me look at that again. I think that it would, I don't think I have to do this to make it work, but I think I need to do it. If it ends up working, then I might want to put this in there right after as the second, I have my bishopco.biz one, and this will be the second one, what I think. So, that's what I think. But I don't think that would stop it from just working. I think that's just to get it to notify them automatically. Notify this automatically. That's what it sounds to me like. Okay, so I guess I need to quit making screenshots, making so many. It's taking forever here. Okay. Now that's what I think I can do. Now that's the second one. And if I have my forwards still, and what I'm thinking is my forwarding that I already have, if some reason let's say it doesn't fail but it times out, I gotta go find where did I have it? Oh yeah, I have it in here. Copy. So let's say it timed out. Say you try to go to unnamed server and it somehow times out and it doesn't work. But my websites are still up and everything. My server's still running. All that's good. My Apache's fine. All that. My IP addresses are good. Everything, hardware and software, is working. Then it will go to ns2afraid.org, and ns2afraid.org it will look me up in there, which I already have the account and already have the forwarding set up, and it'll look it up and say, well, here it is, but it'll end up going to bishopco.us too. my way I've been doing my forwarding all along. The data provided cannot be used. Correct the and resubmit your request. Unavailable. Oh, I put root. I didn't think that was it anyway. Okay, let's try this again. It moved on me. Unavailable. Huh. Try that. I don't think the dot's going to work though, because the ns2 .afraid.org is fine. Invalid characters found. Yeah, so you don't put the dot in there. Unavailable. Well, I guess you tried to talk to it and you couldn't talk to it. You guess? So, let's hit cancel so that everything won't be broken. Leave that as it is for right now. But I guess ns2.afraid.org is showing up, and it's fine. Okay, so it says unavailable. Let's see. Well, let's go ahead and get out of that so we can't mess it up. That goes through GoDaddy. Okay. I don't know how else to check it. I do, of course, when I do the NS lookup, can't go, see, I can't go to it, so maybe I still don't have something right after all. I did add those ports on my router, but I didn't. Maybe I have, no, I think I've added forwarding ports before without rebooting the router and having them take effect, but maybe, and like things that it has to be rebooted for, it automatically just reboots too. But I mean, I could reboot the router and see if that made any difference, but that means I'll break my stream, and so I'd have to, stop this stream and start again, which is, I can do, but I want to figure out in my head if that's actually I actually think that's going to help. I don't see that other command, so I guess I'll have to copy it. This one here. In ARPA not found. Yeah, it wouldn't be found because it's a local host. Okay. Okay. Now a bunch of those commands in the memory are there again. They're all there now. But that's still going to GoDaddy. They said in there that this is not an easy, it's complicated and you better make sure you really want to do this. And that's why they give you the zone files for these particular websites, but those are all, well, I think, well, I know Weebly, you could always get a free website on there. Squarespace, I always see advertisements for that. I don't know that they give out free website. They probably don't. Like on that Weebly, you probably can't port your domain to it unless you pay for it. That's what they usually do. And by the way, I used to use free, there used to be no end to the free website hosting you could get when I first got into it. Well, I started out on AOL. I was on AOL dial-up, and they gave you web space. So I started out there, and then I started using different free, Yahoo. Everybody had them. But the thing is my main thing is my MP3 music downloads of my own music that I put on there. And when all of the copyright trolls got all over the internet and started going after all the people that were pirating music and stuff, well, it hit the rest of us too. Those were just trying to share our own music. Nobody will host it for you on a free site for sure. Now, the paid sites, I'm sure you'd have to pay more. I'm sure you wouldn't get it just for, and you have to have the functionality to stream music too. Well, I mean, actually it does work. It'll stream, but but most people want to download it, So, yeah, I could do, let me think about this. See, I could do forwarding, but all I could do is just put in the IP address, which I can do right there. So that wouldn't mean a thing. Okay, let's try. Leave that open too, I guess. All right. I'll close that page until I need it again. You'd be surprised what pages end up using up resources more than you would think. I'm going to try this. I'm going to copy what I'm trying to do here. Maybe you don't have to register. I think it's, they're saying not available. I don't think that means that. I thought, does it have to be registered? Sometimes that's the simplest way to find out what's going on. Okay, no, that didn't make travel hacks. What? Oh, that's bishopco.net. Okay, how funny. Well, I see why it brought it up, because it's, oh, look at there. There's a place to log in on their site. That's not mine. That's somebody else's. Don't know who it is. Okay. Let's take my, it's making it too specific for bishopco. So let's say NS1 not available. A virus. Okay, let's do this. Name server not available. There. Unable to change name servers. Okay. Cloudfire. See what their screenshot is. Okay. It's different, but it says solved, go to the solution. It doesn't even work. This is on GoDaddy's website. Let's see what is the next thing. Oh, it just took a while. You may be setting custom name servers. To do that, you have to make the required elections. Oh, I'm logged in. I was like, how can it be showing my how could it be showing mine on this? I thought it's just a general search form, but this I'm logged in to the GoDaddy, so it's showing me my actual. So okay, click on the name in the list below and go to DNS management page, and then okay, and then on the domain under name servers, click change. Under choose a new name server, selection custom, enter custom name servers for your hosting provider, and save. And yeah, after updating your name servers, allow 4 to 8 hours for your to access information for .com.net domains. Allow 24 to 48 hours. Other network access information for all other domains. If you have difficulty, contact support. Oh. Huh. Okay, so let's go to bishopco.biz. I think it's just going to take me back to the page I'm already on. Sure did. It just took me back to the page I'm on. There's where I downloaded my zone file. I downloaded the one for Unix because Linux. Sometimes they just say Unix instead of Linux. There are still Unix servers, running that help run the internet. But let's try it one more time. See if really need a jillion of these open. Oh, okay, I don't have. Well, there it is, domain manager. So I'll close that one and leave this one open. Okay, so well, maybe it's not. They can't see it is the thing. That's what I'm thinking. So maybe I'm going to have to go back and figure out why it can't be seen. Where did it go? Oh, I'm in the middle of changing it. Okay. It is how that you're supposed to put it in there. Let's see. Where's the one I was going to use? Yeah, see, ns2.afraid.org. When it said not available and I'm on the GoDaddy side, I was thinking, okay, that's like a domain name not available, but unavailable. Okay, let's cancel it again. So I think there are restrictions on .com.net and .edu. See what that says. Special restriction when using custom name servers. On registering custom name servers, this is protection by their registry, VeriSign. Restriction prevents circular name server references from resolving properly to the hosted website. What is a circular name server reference? If you create a custom name server for your domain, and the domain names use each other's name servers, the reference is circular. Okay. Circular name server reference. Example ns1 example.biz and ns12 example.biz. Example.biz uses ns1 and ns2. Here's the fix. Change the name servers for one of the domain names. Okay, so think it's just saying you're giving the name server the same address. Example.biz, example.biz. Okay, I didn't really get that. I don't understand that. Example.com uses example.biz. Example.biz uses example.com. Oh, circular, okay. And example.biz. .com and but this one is example.com and example.com. They're using each other's name servers, okay? But I've only got one set up. So I don't think I'm making a circle out of mine because I've only got one. Okay, changing name servers for my domain. Okay, my domain is registered with GoDaddy. My website is hosted with another company, GoDaddy DNS hosting, formerly known as Offsite DNS. VPS dedication. Other company. Oh, wait. Okay, so I'm registered with GoDaddy, VPS dedication. Okay, so registered with GoDaddy. GoDaddy, another company. GoDaddy VPS. Okay, so GoDaddy, another company. So I'm the other company. First, get the names of your name servers from your website hosting company. Then change the names to use your website hosting company's name servers. And as far as I know, you don't have to register name servers. But for a minute there, I was beginning to wonder. Okay. Now I'm right back. Talking about circular motion, I'm right back where I started. But it don't work. Okay. I was just fixing to say, well, at least they've got good help. But, yeah, it's just like typical big company helpers. Let's see about this one. That's in the order that makes it confusing for me to use it. Let's see how everything's going here before. Okay. This is back on GoDaddy again, but let's try it. Okay. Unable to set custom name server. Okay. Yeah, see, they're doing an DNS lookup, and whatever this person's deal was, timeout. Now, maybe my problem is just that, see, since I can't reach it on the local, I know that in all the videos I watched, the first test they did was to see if they could reach it on their own local network. And, yeah, see, DNS lookup, and then it comes up with an address, a local address there. At least I guess that's supposed to be terminal output. That's what it looks like. Okay. Premium DNS. I saw that at the end there. I don't think that's something. I don't think I can do that. I don't think I can have anything. So I'm going to go back to trying to figure out. Let's run that. Let's get out of there again. Run ns lookup. Okay. I'm going to see if that can search. Why is my search not working? Now let's see. That's Red Hat, and that's server fault. I'm going to go there first because I was finding some good stuff in server fault last time. They have a local IP address. Let's see. They put their zones and their name files in there, but of course it's going to be all different. I'm going to try. There are so many different ways they can. Okay. Oh yeah, looking through the logs. You know, I might want to read. Well, while I'm searching, I'm going to reboot the machine because what if that needed to be done? You know, all I did was restart the bind, I think. So reboot it. The changes I did, you know. Oh, I kind of think what he's saying is all that stuff about. Well, I don't know. I'm going to put that. I'm not even going to try to interpret what I think that says because I'm not sure. Let's go to Red Hat because I am working on a Fedora machine. Solved. Well, let's go here first. See if that thing is rebooted yet. Not yet. Yeah, there we go. Reboots pretty quick, really. Okay. Same problem. That, of course, goes back to I finally understand this. Of course, I'm going to get a return on that because that's going and talking to GoDaddy. And it should be up and running. I mean, I didn't check. My websites are up. You know, why didn't I realize my websites are not going to be down because my websites are on this server. When I send my router over to this machine, my websites aren't down. Because my whole website is on this machine and it's on the backup machine. So it doesn't hurt a thing. And there's no lag, no loss, no nothing. Yeah, my websites aren't down while I'm working on this. Okay. Name config. Now mine, listen on port 53 and then the IP is any, but I saw in instructions that I could do that. Now I turned off recursion, but it was already like that before I turned off recursion. Allow transfer IP address. I still wish I could put any right there. Allow query. Yeah, okay, so it has localhost and has IP address. Okay, here's where I got the idea of putting this / and a number in there. I wonder if I can put oh, that's .0 and then / instead of dot. I just now noticed that. But his doesn't work, so this is not a good example. Okay. He's probably wrong. Okay. Yeah, none of these matter because this is for people that know what they can read them and say, oh, no, that's wrong. Problem solved by adding the following. etc name config file. Empty zones enable no. Oh, really? Named config. Empty zones enabled no. Well, let's go try that. Let's save that before I forget. This is Red Hat, but it, you know, I think the overall setup is going to be the same. Now, what am I going to? Named config. etc name config, yeah. Name config. Name config, edit. Now is there a find in here? Started to hit Control F like you do in the browser, but yeah, you can't do that. F9, I guess. Search. Okay, search. Already forgot what I'm searching for. Let's see if we can paste that in there. And I'm going to change it from yes to no. Just search for zone. Of course, it's in there several times. Zone. I'm gonna have to just try to searching for empty. Or I could do. There is no F17. How could you have an F17? No machine goes past F12 that I've ever seen. Doesn't seem to be in there at all. But the thing is I don't know where I'd put that. Can I put it at the end if I do that? Empty zones. Enable no. Okay, empty zone. Let's try one more time. Maybe I'm missing it. We are in the etc name config file. etc named config file. Empty is not in there. Boy, you have to. Okay, but if I pay attention to the shortcuts, F7, okay. Zone. Over. Zone. F7. No, I don't want to do that. So you can't use the shortcuts. Zone. Zones. Include zone. I'll just have to keep using F9. Well, at least it... Okay, so it's not in there at all. Well, I guess it's worth a try. I mean, what are you going to do? Empty zones enable no. What I gathered was I was needing to... it looks like I'm going to also need that character. Oh, you can't control V. Empty zone enable no, and now I'll use... Actually, oh, dang it. Well, I'll try and type it. I can't remember. My eyes are dim right now. I can't see I can barely see the keyboard. And so the things I know by heart are pretty good, but the things I can't. See if I can copy and paste that. Every time I try to get a hold of something, oh yeah, you can't use the mouse. So that is the squiggly brackets. I think I see it after all. Okay, and then that's a semicolon. Yeah, semicolon. And that's what it looks like I need to make that work. I could have put some space, beautified it with spaces like they've been doing, but I'm just going to leave it. Okay, F2 is save. All right, now I guess I'll have to get out of the program and either restart the machine and rather than take a risk of not... Oh, reboot. Reboot. I think in Windows you had to say restart. I don't know why that's in my head. especially since haven't used Windows every day, you know, like on even a regular basis since '05. I guess my brain just likes synonyms. Well, maybe it's because, you know, those there's all the other commands for everything else. Restart so and so service. I guess that's why. Let's see. But that's a Red Hat system, so, and that's the Fedora's built on, you know, is built on Red Hat. It's the public open source version for us to work out the bugs on, and then once all the bugs get worked on, then they charge for it. Red Hat, and call it Red Hat. Let's look at that while I'm waiting. Because that one says solved. A lot of times you see solved, and it turns out, no, this is a, no, it's not Fedora. It was all blue. I thought it was a Fedora forum for a minute there. Yeah, and this lookup, can't find. Okay, this is the error. But is working fine. Okay. You missed the trailing dot in your NS record. Yeah, here, this is the zone file then. I see a dot in that. Oh, right there. Oh, he says he checked it with and without it. I'll look through there and see if I see anything like that. Let's get to where it says solved. No. Huh. Okay. So maybe mine's like that. We'll see. This is several different people though, so I don't know. I'll have to look that one over some more before I decide. Let's go see if we're rebooted. Yep, thought we would be. See if it's working. Getting to where I'm going to have to take a break anyway, so before I go on. Okay, so I had edited my file. Okay. Still can't find it. But it didn't seem to break anything. Well, I guess I should, to make sure, I should, of course, that's not going to change. So server can't find one. Oh, what? Oh, 192.169. Oh, I have the wrong IP address in there. Can't find that one either. 192.168. 192.168.0.153. I'm going to do 154. Yeah, I can't find that one with it. I don't believe it has a. I think it has a server. It shouldn't have a name server on it, the gateway. Okay. Ping's fine. I figured it would because it starts showing up online with my websites and everything. Just to make sure, I thought I'd do it. Do I have to hit escape to make it quit that? Or is it going to quit here in a minute? I probably should have told it how many times to ping it or something. I know there's more to. It's doing it. I'm going to reset that because I don't know. I know there's like more to that ping command in the instructions. It's probably like telling how many times to ping or something. Okay, well, I'm going to have a break, and then I'll come back and take this out of my zone file. Also, well, before I do that, I'm going to run that checking command again. So I'm going to open that up before I forget my instructions with the checking deal. Just no end to the. Just when well, first I get to where I feel like giving up, and then I think I'm almost there, and then and then I get back into another string of, just from one thing to another. It just doesn't seem like it's gonna work. Oh, I didn't want to go off that page. That was the one I need to go by. I need to get me a new page opened up. But yeah, I'll run all these checking commands again. But I'm going to have a break, so let's see. Yeah. Okay, so I just have to have a break. So I'm going to have a break. And then I'll come back and get back to work on it after a little bit here. Okay, be back.